kid. Don't ever let them get inside your head.
Hey K-pop lovers! You're tuned in to K-pop Fair, where every story hits your heart like your favorite beat. What if a single photograph could whisper a story you were never meant to hear? Taehyung's recent selfie with J-Hope seemed innocent at first. Just two friends in a studio. But the more you looked, the more the picture began to talk. The walls, the lighting, even the faint hum of familiarity. It all matched the same recording studio where Jungkook worked on 7. And then there was the phone case. Simple. White. With 3 small words etched across it. I miss you. It wasn't just any phone case. It was the exact same style Jungkook has been seen using. And for fans who know their history, it felt like a quiet code. A private signal. A way of speaking when words aren't safe to say out loud. Jungkook hasn't been seen for days. No social media updates. No public events. Just silence. And in that silence, this photo felt louder than anything. Because Taehyung could have been anywhere that day. Any cafe, any park, any studio. But he was here. Where Jungkook once poured his voice into a song that shook the world. The I miss you wasn't printed on a t-shirt for everyone to see. It wasn't typed in a caption. It was on something you hold close, every day, like a secret pressed against your palm. Fans began connecting the dots. This wasn't the first time Taehyung's belongings carried hidden messages. Sometimes on a hat. Sometimes a bracelet. Always subtle, always timed just right. Speaking of hats, Taehyung's that day looked awfully familiar. Months ago, rumors spread that he, Jungkook, and J-Hope were spotted shopping together in Los Angeles. The hat in those blurry, leaked photos? Nearly identical to the one perched on Taehyung's head now. Coincidence? Maybe. But history has taught ARMY that with these two, the details are rarely random. Then, as if the story needed more layers, another photo surfaced. Taehyung, in a casual moment, with what looked like a small cut on his shoulder. He even mentioned offhand that it hurt. Nothing serious. Just a mark of someone still pushing through, still training, still living his life at full speed. But put these two photos side by side, and a pattern forms. Same studio as Jungkook. Same brand of phone case. A message that feels less like a coincidence and more like a confession. And then the question started spreading like wildfire. Was this Jungkook's house? Fans combed through the photo, comparing interiors, light fixtures, even the way shadows pooled in the corners. One faint outline on the wall was enough for some to swear it was Jungkook's silhouette. It didn't stop there. The same coffee mug Jungkook once posted. A chair that, according to some, is only ever used by 2 people at a time. And in a corner, shoes that seemed to belong to someone else, but always ended up in the same room. To outsiders, it might sound absurd, but to those who followed Taehyung and Jungkook for years, it's a familiar rhythm. Little signs that, when stitched together, form a picture you can't quite unsee. Some people tried to steer the conversation away, throwing in rumors about Jungkook and Jimin. But without evidence, those whispers fell flat. Jungkook's absence was still the elephant in the room. And Taehyung. He stayed present, active, posting, smiling, but always leaving just enough for those who were looking closely. Because this isn't about fan service anymore. It's about a connection that doesn't need to be loud to be real. They've built something over years, a language of glances, matching items, shared spaces. A language where even absence can feel like a conversation. And maybe that's why this moment hits so hard. The studio, the phone case, the hat, the quiet, I miss you, that didn't need an audience to be understood. Whether Jungkook was across the city or across the ocean, the message had already been sent. And maybe, just maybe, it had already been received. Because love, if that's what this is, always leaves traces. Not the kind you find in headlines or interviews, but in the way 2 lives keep crossing, over and over, no matter the distance. Like 2 stars, drawn back into orbit again and again, even when the cameras aren't watching. And somewhere behind closed doors, away from the flash of the paparazzi, maybe there's a smile meant only for each other. A conversation no one else will ever hear. A quiet moment that says everything without a single word. So, were they there as a couple? We may never know for sure. But the truth has a way of surfacing, slowly, softly, just like it always does. Until then, all we can do is watch and wonder. That's it from K-Pop Fair, your ultimate K-pop destination. Remember, stay sparkling and always follow your heart. See you in the next video.
They don't wanna see me make it, they don't wanna see me care. Anytime I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine.